This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Good evening, I'm Chloe Beardsley. Ariana Bennett has the week off. Well, we saw some rain and snow in the region this weekend, and we hear that more is on the way. We have Storm Watch team coverage for you tonight. Chief Meteorologist Mike Alger is in the Weather Center with a look at what to expect from Mother Nature tomorrow. And Adam Varahachikal has some tips on how to get your car ready for the storm. Let's start with you first, Mike. What's the latest?
Well, the latest is that we're not seeing anything over us right now and likely won't until probably we get at least halfway through the day tomorrow. But we do have, I think, a pretty impressive, albeit a little bit warm storm coming our direction. But if you get high enough up in the mountains, for instance, at our viewpoint right now, our live picture from our Tahoe cam, you're going to see, I think, by the time this week is over, a lot of snow that has piled up. A lot of rain, perhaps, down here in the valley as well. First of all, I want to take a look at where the watches and warnings are. And as you can see on the map, it's all up in the mountains right now. Everything under the pink, and that includes that Lake Tahoe area, is under a winter storm warning. Now, that doesn't kick in till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but it goes not only through the rest of the day tomorrow, all day Wednesday, and ends Thursday at 4 o'clock. There are really two distinct waves coming through. Everything in the green there, and that also includes some of the Lake Tahoe areas, a flash flood watch, because snow levels are going to be fairly high with this particular storm system, and it's pretty impressive. Nice big low here that's spinning off. Now, if it was just by itself, it wouldn't be all that impressive, although, like I say, it has some pretty good characteristics to it. But look at all the moisture it is pulling up here from the subtropics. Now, that will make it, like I say, a fairly warm storm with snow levels probably somewhere between 7,000 and 7,500 feet tomorrow, but there's not as much wind with it either, and I think we're going to get a fair amount of spillover rainfall down here. We'll try to lay that all out for you, tell you how long it's going to last, and tell you what the skiers can expect again by the end of the week. I'll have that for you here in just a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Mike. Now let's send it over to Adam Varahachikal, who's in East Reno, with some tips on how to get your car ready as those temperatures continue to drop. Adam?
Well, Chloe, from checking tires to fluid levels, I found quite a bit of people already prepared when they hit the road this winter. But there are some hazards you may not even think about.
Augie Arachi is self-employed and says maintaining his car is a must for him every winter.
I'm a painting contractor, and so when my car doesn't start or slips and slides on the road and causes me problems, I actually lose money. So I have to spend a little money to make a little money.
Mechanics around the area have been busy since the temperatures dropped.
They come in here, to check it out, mostly about, tires and coolant.
They say to make sure your washer fluid can handle temperatures 20 below zero so it doesn't freeze on your windshield. And your coolant needs to be a mixture of half water and half coolant so it doesn't crack your engine block.
You don't gonna be frozen water pumps if you have more water than coolant.
And as for your tires, it's always important to check your tread, but if it's okay and you're still having problems with traction, it could be another problem.
If you feel like you're slipping and sliding a little bit with the rain, if you feel like you're just not comfortable with that, sometimes you may not have the right air pressure.
He also says to check your battery, especially with our climate.
We go from really excessive hot weather to cold weather this time of year, and that really does a number on your battery. Nobody likes to be stranded on the side of the road. Their car won't start because of their battery.
And another thing to consider, rodents taking shelter in your car, which is something that's happened to Judith O'Neill twice. And chewed up wires have cost her hundreds of dollars.
The first time it would just be really slow. You couldn't get it into any gear except first or second. The second time it was the speedometer didn't work.
She says she's tied dryer sheets around the engine and put out mothballs to keep them away.
And there's a myth that you need to start up your car and let it sit for a bit to warm it up. Now, we did some checking and found that experts say all you need is 10 to 30 seconds and then gently drive away. Covering the Storm Watch Live, Adam Varahachikal, Channel 2 News.